students from Klaipeda, Lithuanian Maritime Academy. Thank you for joining us. I would like to introduce our academy. So we are a state institution of higher education, the founder of which is the government of the Republic of Lithuania. Lithuanian Maritime Academy is acting in the field of higher education training, highly qualified seafarers and specialists for the maritime industry and inland water transport, at the same time upgrading qualification of maritime professionals. The studies are accredited by the Center for Quality Assessment in Higher Education, Lithuanian Transport Safety Administration, European Maritime Safety Agency, and Quality Assurance Company. Lithuanian Maritime Academy is a modern higher education institution, leader in the field of water transport specialist education in the Baltic Sea region. We are only one who offer studies in English language in the field of maritime education and training. Some facts and numbers about Lithuanian Maritime Academy. The Academy was founded in 1948. Last year, we have celebrated our 75 years anniversary. We offer 4 study programs in English, but we have 6 accredited as well. The study programs are grant higher education and professional bachelor's degree in the field of maritime technology and maritime engineering. More than 14,000 graduates, staff members for maritime transport sector. For today, the number of students enrolled is about 650. About 20% of total number of students are international students. Female students in total, we have 21%. In seagoing studies, 2.5%. Academy employ 69 lecturers and 29 instructors, so 19 doctors of science, 2 PhD students, 44 holding marine certificate of competency. We have 18 of them masters and chief engineers. We are proud of our Seafarer Training Center because it's offering 85 short-term training programs, which on average 3,000 seafarers enrolling to improve their qualification every day. Last 2 years were quite difficult for our academy, but we are proud and happy that we opened our doors and invited students final year from Kherson State Maritime Academy. So if you will look to the diagram, so you will see that 74% of total international students last year were Ukrainian students who are holding Ukrainian nationality. Of course, we are open for all the world, and we have students from Latvia, from Estonia, Morocco, Cameroon, Nigeria. There are, of course, less numbers of the nationalities in each section, but you can see that we had last year over 160 Ukrainian students. We can mention that over 200 students from Kherson State Maritime Academy who joined and continued their studies after 3rd and 4th years at our academy. They were awarded by the Lithuanian Maritime Academy diploma. So at the same time, they graduated Kherson State Maritime Academy and Lithuanian Maritime Academy as well. Let's look into the picture, how we growed and how maritime education and training in Klaipeda developed in 200 years. So the first examination of Navigator Center, called in German language Prüfungsstation in Klaipeda, was founded and started in 11 years. So later on the left side, you can see the Royal Navigation School was founded. It was 1829 year, and current Lithuanian Maritime Academy developed from the Klaipeda Maritime School, which was founded in 1948. And how we look today, you can see in colorful picture. We are on one campus. We have a big dormitory you can see in the middle. of the picture. Our academy have different sectors, laboratory buildings, but we are all on one campus. So what is important to mention that seagoing study programs are based on STCW convention by International Maritime Organization, mainly duration of studies 4 years. And let's allow me to introduce the first study program, Direction C, we call marine navigation, which is one of the oldest study program, quite traditional already, most popular. So if your dream is to learn how to operate ship's equipment with a modern computerized navigation systems related to global digitalization processes, choose an international carrier, and one of the highest salaries, become a sea captain and guide for the ship's crew. So students need to collect 12 months seagoing experience. Of course, our staff support and helps for the students to plan this and find the place. You will be awarded by Professional Bachelor of Marine Technologies and Certificate of Competency. After selection of seagoing practice, will call officer in charge of a navigational watch. The prices are the same as for Lithuanian students as well. So the tuition fee per year will be 3,120. So if you will have more questions, we will be more detailed later. The second traditional study program, and as we can say that engineering is our future. The STEAM programs need to be developed, and we really invite to choose the study program Marine Engineering. If your dream is to become a marine or onshore engineer who works with some of the most modern technologies to ensure the successful operation and maintenance of modern marine engines and other energy equipment of various capacities, you will be awarded as Professional Bachelor of Engineering Sciences in Maritime Engineering. And after selection of 6 months seagoing experience, you will have a certificate of competency with a rank of officer in charge of an engine watch. The study price the same, 3,120, and the same price is for Ukrainian and Lithuanian students as well. The third study program, Direction C, called Marine Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Students knows very good about development of our renewable energy. So the aim is to educate an engineer at management level, electrotechnical officer of ships, who by applying the knowledge of technological, economic, social, environmental, and natural sciences will be able to safely operate the unlimited power ships' electromechanical, electronic, and control equipment of propulsion. So students can perform the investigation into the service activity and to analyze the outcomes from a professional and economic viewpoint. Students who will graduate, they will be awarded as Professional Bachelors of Engineering Sciences in Maritime Engineering. The study duration a little bit less, 3.5 years. So you can be as a future engineer and certificate of competency sound electrotechnical officer. If you are really interested into renewable energy, into offshore sector, you need to take this study program. The tuition fee per year, the same, 3,120 euros as for Lithuanian and Ukrainian as well. So, what is important to mention that the preparation for seagoing training since first study year, it's starting already as you will join us. And you can see in the picture that students already have preparation on board our vessel Junga. So we have 3 training vessels in total, 2 life-saving boat and 1 vessel Junga, as you can see in the picture. So what is really important and useful for our students, that they can really know already from the beginning of the studies that they are future mariners, future seafarers, future captains, future engineers, and it is important that they don't need to wait till second or third course to be sure for the choosing exact study program. But we invite to choose another study program if you still thinking, if you maybe have doubts, if you do not want to become as mariner, a seafarer. So we have port direction study program. It's called Maritime Transport Logistics Technologies. Our students learn how to manage the cargo transportation process in the international market by selecting the most optimal logistics routes and handling scenarios. And you will be not just the students from management study program. You will feel, you will touch the simulators, you will become a knowledges, technological knowledges. So and degree called Professional Bachelor of Technological Sciences in Maritime Technology. The study duration is 3 years and tuition fee per year a little bit cheaper, 2,880. And one example that the students will use exact simulator, as you can see on the screen, it's called Seaport Cargo Handling Simulator, sea rates. So students have availability to use it, to plan and add some data, for example, loading, unloading mode and cargo type, to choose a warehouse, crane, parking types, and other data. And what is really useful, that the knowledge students can use in each port, in Lithuanian and international, in Europe and worldwide. So it is really very useful. The study's technological base consists of electronic simulators of navigation, engine room, port terminal, laboratories of vessel, combustion engines, high voltage, firefighting, ship repair, operating of 3 training vessels. The Lithuanian Maritime Academy also has a strong partnership with maritime industry. The availability of electronic simulators and laboratory equipment simulating a real onboard working environment, and for the approval and implementation of maritime studies and training programs for inland waterway transport specialists by the Lithuanian Transport Safety Administration, national and international accreditation of the institution. The impact of the technological factors is also related to the national innovation strategy and innovations in maritime transport technology and engineering. Now I would like to invite you to watch a short video about our daily routine and how we look from our inside. Just a second.
Hello, my name is Tatiana and I'm International Relations Specialist.
Mikrofonas, Tatiana.
Aš viską įjungiau. So I'm International Relations Specialist who is responsible for students' admission to studies to Lithuanian Maritime Academy, and I will present you some information how to become a student of our academy. So everything is quite easy. First of all, you need to get the full secondary education. It means that you need to finish 11 classes and to get final state examinations, which is called multi-medial national test. We will check those results and calculate your point according to our system, Lithuanian system, and get the final mark. If it will be a bit slower as we need, we will ask you to pass some exams inside of our academy. It will be mathematics and English, but generally all Ukrainian students has a very good show, and it's no problem to get admission here. So, as I told you, we need your certificate and all it annexes to be ready, and we are able to check them. Also, it is very good if you have any additional certificate of English level. But if you don't have such certificate, we will check first of all your certificate of secondary education with state exams, and then we will discuss do you need any additional test, interview, or exams inside of academy. Also, for students who are interested in marine studies such as marine navigation, marine engineering, and marine electrical engineering, it is necessary to get a medical certification. Generally, we don't need any paper from your side. This certification is for you to be sure that you are able to go to sea. For example, for marine navigation, it is very necessary to check your eyes in order to avoid any eye weaknesses. Because, for example, we have a not very good example this year that we have two brothers, twins, of the second year navigation, and before the seagoing practice, they try to pass their medical certification, and we get the information that both of them had eyes weaknesses. So student lost 2 years of studies. Of course, we offer them to choose other program, and they decided to continue their studies as marine and engineering, but anyway, they missed 1 year. That's why, in order for future to avoid any unpleasant surprise, it is very necessary and recommended to check your health to be sure that you are healthy and you are able to go to sea. Also, if you are a student of any other higher education in Ukraine or any in other world, it's not a problem. You need to get such transcript of records where we could see the subject you study, the time or credits, how much hours you studied, and also your final grade. It is very common if you apply for higher courses, for example, and we could accept you such subject like higher mathematics, applied physics, applied chemistry, and you don't need to study from the first course. So you will save your money and you will save your time. Also, if you have any diplomas already of finished education, the same procedure. When you are applying, you must mention it, and we will check the subject and inform you which course you could apply. On our webpage, you will find it is possible also to get to admission by pushing the button on the top. And then you will find an application form. So it is necessary to fill in this application form. The admission fee is 100 euros, and it must be paid because we need to make such procedures as recognition of your documents and also to check them. Application deadline is the end of July, and we plan that you will start your studies in October. So you will have at least 2 months to come to Lithuania. And also during that time, you will have information how to get a resident permit in Lithuania. The second step, it is about tuition fee. As you see it early, for sea-going study programs, the fee is 3,120. For all sea direction programs, it is marine navigation, marine engineering, and marine electrical engineering. For shore program, shore direction, port direction, the study fee is a bit less. It is 2,880 euros. So after you applying, you will get a letter to pay with all information provided, where you need to pay, how much, and everything will be in offer letter. Also, if you will need a dormitory, you will get the price of dormitory and you will need to pay some deposit. Usually it is about 160 euros. Also, you're responsible to have a normal traveling documents, so it means that your passport must be valid, and you should take care of your insurance. All our students have a possibility to go for studies abroad for 1 semester or more by using such exchange program as Erasmus+. It means that you have a possibility to visit other universities in Europe, for example, in Romania, Bulgaria, Croatia, etc. According to your study program, we choose the subject that is similar to our study programs, and you have a possibility to study abroad. Also, it is possible to have a traineeship abroad using this Erasmus program. This program is available for all our students since second semester of study. After finishing our Lithuanian Maritime Academy, it is possible to continue your studies and get master degree at Vilnius Tech University. We are joining Vilnius Tech University in this autumn, and we will be a part of it. And also for our graduates, it will be possible to get a special discount to get their master degree. After that, it will be possible to continue PhD studies or do more if you would like. And also, we have a special program with Kherson State Maritime Academy, and we offers students possibility to finish Lithuanian Maritime Academy when they are students of Kherson State Maritime Academy. And they get double degree diplomas, 2 diplomas actually. Also, they get Seafarer's diplomas. And we have some information from students, some video from our graduator. I would like to show you. Just a second. I will share my screen. Okay.
Шановний першокурсник, я це ти через 4 роки, тобто випускник ХДМА. Вітаю, ти почав формувати свій шлях у морській галузі до своєї професійної діяльності. Та в тебе зараз є унікальна можливість навчатися у Херсонській державній морській академії, також у Литовській морській академії.
Які преференції ти матимеш? Навчання паралельно в двох вищих навчальних закладах, гарну фізичну підготовку, удосконалення своєї англійської мови, гарні знайомства з адресатами з усього світу. Найголовніше – мати можливість отримати 2 вищих дипломи. Ми тут, і це круто. Гайда всередину, пішли покажемо.
Ви тільки подивіться, в якому прекраснішому місті ви будете навчатися. Яка краса! Обов'язково використовуй цю можливість. Ми чекаємо тебе. Долучайся до нас.
Також ти отримаєш неперевершені можливості. Повір нам, ми маємо досвід роботи у цій програмі. Тут ти закріпиш свої знання та вміння. Та знай, треба йти завжди вперед. Також тут є дуже гарні спортивні комплекси, як і ззовні, так і усередині. Ви можете тренувати свої м'язи та завжди бути у формі.
Будь в формі, приєднуйся до нас. Найкраще, що ви можете отримати, це досвід. І тут його забагато.
So this video is not professional, but it's from our graduates. We already have more than 200 graduates of Ukrainian students who finished our academy since last 2 years. So I hope that you will be a team of them. And let's continue. What could we offer more? Of course, we are offering dormitory. We have a big building near the academy. It's very close, about 1 or 3 minutes maximum, with a possibility to stay, of course, and you will get a good view to our lagoon and, of course, to sea. And also it is in city center, so it's quite cheap and good. Also, in the end of July, we have a national fest. It is a Sea Fest. And here you could see our delegation who is opening the fest. And we get a lot of different guests from all over the world, from United States, United Kingdom, different countries, of course, our neighbor countries. So it's very nice and funny fest. And of course, our goal is diploma awarding ceremony. And we hope to award our diploma to you. If you will have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us by using those contacts. And currently we start question sessions. Let's see those questions we have. So let's see. As I mentioned, first of all, it is necessary to contact your coordinator at Kherson State Maritime Academy. As you are finishing college, it means that this year you must get a final full secondary education diploma, and I highly recommend you to register for NMT test, the state exams, and to finish them. After this, you will be accepted to the first year course. Because it means that just now you get a full secondary education and we cannot accept any subject more. But you have a good possibility to start it from first course with autumn, and we are waiting for you. Next question about study prices. Yes, C direction, it is 3,120 euros, all free programs you could choose. And port direction, it is 2,880 euros. Which programs were the most popular among students? Of course, navigation. But generally, I recommend you to choose engineering, because all of us would like to be a navigator, maybe captain. Yeah, it sounds very nice, very good. In ships, you will hear the master. Very nice. But anyway, we need a high specialist who will supply those ships and take care of their machine, engine, and everything. So now in world, it's being a big problem with engineers and electrical engineers. So those specialties, they're much perspective for future, and quite possible that in nearest future the salary will be much more bigger with captains. So let's see. Seafarers to change. For currently Seafarers, it is not possible to change. We are offering studies, and if you want to change your documents, apply for new documents, or get some information about such specific documents, diplomas, you need to contact Lithuanian Safety Transport Administration. It is a bit other institution, difficulty other, and it will take care about that. But as I know, they do not change diplomas. If you want to get Lithuanian COC, it is necessary to apply for studies based on your background from past. We will check which course we could offer you, and it is necessary to study, to finish, to prepare final thesis, to present them, to get the qualification exams, and you will get Lithuanian COC officer of watch. It means officer of navigational watch, officer of engine watch, depending on your program. So let's go to next question. With diploma junior specialist. Yes, it is possible to enter our academy with diploma of junior specialist, but we cannot offer you so high course. Quite possible that you will be accepted to second course. Anyway, it is necessary to check your diploma and to see those subjects you had. Credits, it is also very important. The number of hours, credits you studied, and to compare with our studying plans. Anyway, it is necessary to check. Install per semester. Yes, it is possible. It is not necessary to pay for full year in one time. And when you're applying, we ask to pay fully for one semester at least. After first semester, when you will be a second semester student, it is possible to ask and share your payment for a few parts, for example, 2 parts or 3 parts. It depends on situation. You just need to fill in the application and the director will decide. But it's possible you have to share your payment, no problem. So yes, the program is working. It is much more than 50 cadets. It is 225 or 40 students, something like that. They already finished. They already graduate. Also, we have such training. It's not joint program. It is a special project. Because we communicate quite closely to Kherson State Maritime Academy, we have a possibility to accept their students to the last course. For example, this year they will study from, I guess, October, maybe November, and they will graduate in end of June 2025. So 1 year they will study here. But to apply for this program, it is necessary to have amount of seagoing practice, not less than 8 months for navigators and 4 months for engineers and electrical engineers. If you have such amount of seagoing practice, yes, you could apply for this program and to be a part of it and to finish academy much more quickly. What are the differences between engineers and electrical engineers? So engineers, it is a possibility to become a chief engineer. It is a person who is responsible for engine, for different auxiliary machineries, and so on and so on. Electrical engineer, it is electrical engineer. It means that you will be responsible for electrical part. And unfortunately, on ships, we do not have such a position like a chief electrical engineer. We have position like electrical engineer, but their salaries are much more bigger. So the main difference is salary and, of course, your knowledge. Yes, of course, it is possible to apply for internship in Spain. You could use all European countries, European Union countries, and sometimes we accept such application for full world, but it depends on situation. It could be discussed later when we will see your study results, because it is anyway necessary to apply, necessary to fulfill all conditions and requirements. But yes, it's possible. We calculate we have a special system in Lithuania. It's called Lama BPO, which calculates the balls. Now we have 3.2 points, if I remember well. And we will transfer your marks you get in Ukraine. Marks, we will transfer it to Lithuanian system and then put it to our Lama BPO system to calculate your average competitions. So we use documents, but sometimes it is necessary to get to have an interview with candidate or ask him or she to pass the exams. As I mentioned, it could be exams of mathematics and exams of English. It depends on students' opportunities and also ideas how he spent his money. For example, we have a student from the first course, and they say that 600 it is much more enough to spend for rent, food, and transportation. Other students say that they need much more, and so the situation is very difficult, and we cannot say for sure because it is each person could decide by himself. Generally, now we offering a dormitory which include all other taxes, and the price for month is 80 euros. Yeah, but I think that nearest time it will be a bit high. Okay, 90 euros. So all other thing depends on you. If you would like to rent a flat, sometimes it is possible to find a flat for 300, sometimes 500, so what you would like to have. In dormitory, we have a free Wi-Fi. Also, we have a possibility for students to use Wi-Fi here in Academy. We have computers in library, and it is possible to use it for free. Other depends on different operators. Quite possible that it is you will get some plans for 5 euros per month. I think it will be 5 gigabytes of internet. So unfortunately, no. It is necessary to choose full program and to study full program. We do not offer only courses. We offering program, and we offering a special courses according to standards of training, Seafarers Training and Watchkeeping Standards Convention. Which is necessary for seafarers and our center, but it is other things. It is not a study things, and for study we are offering full study programs. So if you choose logistic, it means that you will study all subject in that program. If you choose navigation, you will study all subject of navigation. Unfortunately, it's not possible to study just mathematics and choose as a program for, I don't know, ship navigation, and then also choose ship's power plant exploitation. So it's not possible. Yes, it is possible to change the program. But I would recommend to you, if you would like to do any changes, it is better to change it after first semester. Because in first semester, usually we have an optional subject such like applied mathematics, physics, a bit chemistry, so IT technologies, and it is easy to change if you will have some some problem, or you cannot decide that you would like to study. Also, it is possible to change program after first year, after second year, but the main question, you will lose time, you will lose money. And procedures are quite simple. You just need to write an application asking to change study program from one group to other group, from one study program to other program, and we will see those subjects we could accept, and those subjects you will have as academical debts. So it means that you will be necessary to pay additional money to complete those academical debts, and also money for study program, normal study subject of your group. So if you would like to do any changes, do it as soon as possible after first semester, at least after first year, study year. Of course, we have a lot of students who choose a study program, who change study programs after sea going practice, because they decide that they don't want to go to sea and would like to be a shore specialist. We have such example, but as you understand, there are some risks and there are some losses of money and time. So our training fleet, we do not have a training fleet such like you could imagine, very big fleet, a lot of ships. No, we have only few boats for some practical introductional trainings, and for seagoing practice, our students are going on board of other ships all over the world. We are cooperating with such shipping companies like Marlow Navigation, Naftamar, local companies. We have a lot of crewing offices here, and we offer our students to apply to get the recommendation to find practice. And usually students who are applying and doing their trainings, seagoing trainings well, they stand at that company and create their careers growing up. So all fleet is open and possibilities are Seafarer Training Center. Yeah, it is a special center, a special part of our academy department, which offers a lot of short programs for seafarers. Our students who are studying seagoing programs, they also have some special courses which are included in the study program, and also their price, everything is included. And they get certificates. For example, navigators, when they're finishing, they get about 9 certificates. Engineers and electrical engineers, about 5-6 certificates. It is basic certificate like a SOLAS, firefighting, medical, first medical aid, what else? Crafts, human resource management or breach resource management. So all necessary basic packet to start their career. Also, we offering some additional certificates if our students need. For example, they're going on board of tankers, so they need a special tanker course, or chemical tankers course. Of course, we are offering with discount possibilities, and as you know, almost all documents are valid 5 years. So it means that the certificate of competence is valid 5 years. Different certificates for seafarers also valid 5 years. So it's necessary to update them. And our training center is working on updation of certificates. So not students, seafarers come and register for courses, and then they could update their certificate or get it from the beginning if they do not have it early. Currently, for Ukrainian, it is no visa requirements. You just come to Lithuania and you need to apply for resident permit. When you will apply for studies, we will send you necessary information how to apply for resident permit. What should you do? How to do this? There are a lot of online centers. Also, it is possible to do after you're getting to Lithuania. When you come to Lithuania, you have 3 months to apply for resident permit. And we will provide you all necessary information that you need to do and how to do this. Generally, we try to avoid additional interview, additional exams, but if we will see that your documents are not so good, or for example, your points are not so high as we would like, yes, we have an exams. We could ask for interview and to create something to help you to admit our academy and to be accepted for studies. No, unfortunately, no. We do not offer any summer studies, any summer schools. Also, we do not have any year of preparation to study English or to study Lithuanian. But each course, each semester, they have subjects in English, especially marine English, maritime English, and also as additional subjects, there's a possibility to study Lithuanian language. But it is acceptable when you are a student, you are studying according to study plan, and you will have all subjects in your schedule, so it will be possible to visit them. But any special additional preparation time, unfortunately, no. That is to apply for the logistics study. So the minimum requirement, it is necessary to have full secondary education and also pass state exam, NMT test. In past it was ZENO, now it is NMT. If you finished fully finished school and get full secondary education, you could apply. Yes, we accept students who are 16 years old. From Ukraine, it's was surprised in past. Now it's not a surprise. It is our daily routine, so it's not a problem. We help them, instruct, advise. It is possible for them to come. Of course, parents need to sign special documents that they agree that a person will study here, that will live here without parents' control. It is also possible. Everything is possible. So minimum age, the date when you will receive full secondary education. So generally, our main purpose is to present studies, to provide studies, and to help students to get the profession, to get the diplomas. We are not a job agency, but when we have a possibility, for example, any information from our partners that we are looking for a person who would like to have a job, of course, we offer such opportunities to our students. As I already mentioned, a lot of students find them jobs during the practice period, because going students, they have to practice after second course and after third course, and the shore students, they have practice on last semester. So a lot of them, and actually all of them who is interested in job, they find job. Different for companies, for example, if we are talking about students of sea-going programs, of course, it is sea-going practice. It means that you must work on board of vessel. If we are talking about students of shore direction, it is logistics. It is possible to find a job in any transport company, logistic company, intermodal transport, a railway, also everything that is belongs to logistic, to transportation, to transport. So possibilities are very big and very large. Scholarships and grants. A few years ago, the government offered a scholarship for Ukrainians, but nowadays, unfortunately, we do not have such information, and our first-year students, they do not get any grant or any scholarship. Yes, Academy provides a scholarship for well-studying students, excellent study students, but it is about 50 euros per month, something like that. And it is possible to get after first semester and according to rotation. So there will be a list of your group and we will see which point you have. So quite possible that you will get that small scholar grant to cover transport expenses. Rent of apartment. Very difficult from 300, quite sometimes it's possible to find 150, and we offering dormitory 80 euros per month nowadays. I think it will be 90 euros since September. Session and holidays. So usually we have a small Christmas holidays and the session starts after New Year. It is for first, third, fifth and sixth semesters. And the only holiday students have, it is first year students. They have 2 months holidays. It is July and August. After that, usually they are at sea during those during all summers, and for short specialists you will have a summer time as a holiday. Yes, it is possible to transfer. As I said, I need to see your transcript of record to know which course you could apply, because it is necessary to check study plans and study programs. So if you need any exams, it will be online exam. You will have 4 hours and you will get some mathematical exercises, and next day, no, maybe day after, you will get exercises for English. It is also going online. But as I told, we are not so interesting to organize such additional job for us. So we try to do it as easily and as faster as possible for students also. If you have such certificates, it will be great. If you don't have them, let's check your documents. Let's check your points of English from secondary school, from state exams, and we will see, do you need this certificate? Of course, the level of Lithuanian languages, A1, it is elementary. But persons who really would like to study and would like know Lithuanian language, they are able to present their thesis at Lithuanian languages. So everything depends on you. If you are interesting, if you are able to study, you will get more. If you are not so interesting, no questions. Schedule depends on study program and also on possibilities of our lectures. Usually international students has lectures on the end of week. It is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but as I said, each year it's a bit difficult and different. It is necessary just to check your schedule. Yes, and the students get a lot of materials for self-studying. So yes, it is a hard work, but as our first year students say, they have enough time to study and to have their own activities. So everything is possible if you want. Yes, school grades are very important because we calculate your point, admission point according to your results of school, from full secondary certificate and from the state exams. If you have some additional certificates from different, I don't know, colleges, technicums, universities, it's great because it is additional information and it is possible to higher your grade for admission. No, it is not necessary to have any specialized school education. It is necessary to have just basic, standard, full secondary education. Yes, because we calculate your admission grade according to the result of NMT. It's necessary, and without NMT, you will need to pass our exams, or you need to present an additional document that you have additional education. So yes, NMT is very important also. I'm so sorry, I do not have information about Baltic Black Sea Cooperation Development Program. I will check, and please contact me by email so I will provide you information about this program, because it is first time that we heard about it. Sorry. Usually it is not our local Lithuanian teachers. Of course, we have some foreign teachers who teach online. For example, we have an English teacher from Greece, and also a lot of visiting teachers. But yes, mainly it is local Lithuanian persons. So just to write to our emails, I will left the last slide of presentation with contacts. Just contact us by email and we will see what we could do. And the last one question. So generally in past we have only 1 or 2 students from Ukraine. It was not so popular, but since 2022 already 225 students graduate from Lithuanian Maritime Academy, and currently we have about 100 Ukrainian students. So yes, there are some different changes. So, as I see, there are no more questions, and as I promised, I will come back to our presentation and show you our details once again. We have an optional email address, lma@lime.lt. Do not hesitate to contact us for any questions or something more. And if you will need any additional information, please visit our webpage, Lime@LT, and you will find information there. And as I said, we will send you a lot of different links when you will ask us by email. So thank you so much, and I hope to meet you soon in Lithuanian Maritime Academy. See you. Bye.